Exposing every fraud in America, man.
The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throwing right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Sellers. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on fourth down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sellers from the gun on third down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Florida.
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Marsh. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Once he got some room, it was over.
Hey, just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Makes the grab, it's Clark. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
He rifles one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut block.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Throwing, Sellers. With the catch, it's Clark. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Going deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice Nice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10.
139 Albatross. 139.
Here's Sellers to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Again, it's Sellers. Fires left. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for room, it's Benjamin. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sellers. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
Excellent focus, excellent concentration. That wasn't a quick throw. That was a shot deep down the field. How about being able to locate it and then the athleticism to reel that in with one hand? That was incredible.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it. It's Benjamin. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23.